Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Height, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. The Mets lost tonight 2-1. And right, frustrating game. I said this after game 1 of the season. That the Mets do not play well against Houston. Historically, and they've not played well in Houston quite a while. I guess Gary said on Thursday, that the Mets have lost 12 out of the last 13. So that's 1-11, and now 2-14 in the last 16 games in Houston. So this is a trend. Now, give credit to Houston. I mean, Houston has a good team still. I mean, they pitch really well. I mean, they pitch well against this Mets team. I'm not going to get too worked up about it, to be honest with you, the way the offense is. Lindor is always a problem in April. He's always a problem in April and May. I don't know what the issue is. He's just a slow starter. Juan Soto had good at-bats in this game. He had excellent at-bats in this game. Pete's gotten off the slow start. I'm not too crazy about this lineup. In terms of how they're lining this up. I need to see this a little bit more. But I don't like Pete batting third. Okay? I'm more of the sort of, traditionalist with my line, but I'd rather see him bat cleanup. I'd rather bat Soto third, to be honest with you folks. That's my opinion. Hopefully, Mendy will figure this out, they will do something with the lineup. They will mix and match this lineup. I am not a big fan of this lineup, the way it's constructed, to be honest with you. I don't like Nimmo and Vientos together. And they went 0 for 7 tonight. Now, Vientos had a good at-bat in the ninth inning. Hit that ball really hard against Tate, who's a tough pitcher, but boy, it's been rough. I mean, this has been rough middle of the lineup. But like I said, I would like to see Pete bat for cleanup in this lineup. And Soto bat third. I'm a traditionalist. I know it gives me an opportunity to see Soto get up quicker in a game, but I am more of a traditionalist. I like him batting third, and I can figure out who could bat second. I could put Nimmo at second, Vientos at second, depending on who the pitcher is, and put them lower in the lineup, in my opinion. But that really, again, that's the main culprit here, and who lost this game tonight. They have scored a lot of runs in this series. Again, Astros have a very good pitching staff, all right? But I would mention the Mets pitched really well in this series, too. So the Mets have a lot going for them as we go further. And the bullpen has been excellent. They didn't give up a run. And that says a lot. Griffin Canning, I didn't know what to expect out of him. He pitched really well against them tonight. So against Houston tonight. He made one bad pitch to Yordan Alvarez. But aside from that, he pitched really well. And I couldn't believe that home run by Pena went out. It was a line driver barely off the ground and it went out of the ballpark. But that's a very short porch there in left field, and that's going to happen. But I didn't think he pitched poorly at all. I think he pitched really well. Much, much better than I thought. I think he only walked 2 batters in the game and struck out 4 and gave 4 hits. It was a very, very good performance. And the bullpen pitched well again tonight. I mean, Buto came in, cleaned up. He kind of ran out of gas in the 8th inning. And then, of course, Max Kranick came back in. I guess he's from Queens, and he's a big Met fan. He did a good job tonight. Got Alvarez out in a big spot. Then he got Christian Walker the ground out. A very good performance by the Met bullpen in this series. So that's the real big takeaway on the positive side in this game. Now the 8th inning. Before we get into that, 6th inning. The Mets fell down 1-0 to the home run to Pena, and then Siri scored on a ground ball. How the hell did he do that? Because Arrighetti, who pitched a really good game, the only screw up he had was throwing he sort of lollygagged at the first base, throwing out Soto. Now I'm a little confused as to whether Soto got the RBI. I asked on X, and apparently he got the RBI. I'm not sure. I got to check the box score when I get a chance today. But apparently, but that play by Siri, unbelievable. I mean, to be able to score on that ball He's a very exciting player. It's the only run they scored tonight. Nobody drove him in. I wouldn't give Soto an RBI because that play happened after the out was made. I figured it'd be a fielder's choice, and the guy runs on his own. Has nothing to do with the play. Just the lollygagging of the pitcher. But that's an interesting move. But in the eighth inning, this is the big thing that happened in this game. This is the key inning of the game. That's where the Mets lost this game. To be honest with you, they didn't have a lot of opportunities, but now is a huge opportunity. Luis Torrens walked, which was a big walk in this game. All right, they bring in Luis Acuna. He came in, he stole second. He's a winning player, I gotta say. In the short amount of time I've seen of him, he's a winning player. Had a great bat on Monday. Had a big defensive play last night. And then had the stolen base in the eighth inning. That's when you need to get a stolen base. Mets left him at second base. Okay? Brett Beatty, who's now 0 for 4 to start to see, it's a small sample. But we've seen enough of him over the last few years. What the deal is. Struck out. He had to, in that spot, at the very least, the least he could do in that spot was to move the runner over. Because in that spot, you're gonna play the infield end against Siri. And he struck out. Beatty's had a propensity now, since he's been in the majors, to strike out a lot. That is a major problem. I know the Mets like him a lot, but I hate that swing. It's too damn slow. I've been saying it for the last 2 years, that this swing is too slow for the major leagues, and that's why he struggles in the majors. And you know, not for nothing. The broadcast tonight wasn't as bad as it's been. Well, John Smoltz doesn't shut up, but they don't know that the Met broadcast has talked a lot about his bat not having the kind of voomp that you need to get a swing on a good fastball. And his swing is so slow, folks. It's just not fast enough. You know, I mean, he works hard, but if you don't have that extra oomph to your swing, you're going to swing through those good fastballs. And that wasn't a great fastball. You swung right through it. And again, that baseball will find you. So if you're a guy that's a low man in the totem pole or weak spot in lineup, your spot will come up in the lineup, and you'll have to come through. If not, then you'll see what happens. And again, guy struck out. He's had this propensity to strike out. Now, Jose Siri came in. He struck out too, but I expect that because he has things that he has to his game, offensively, defensively, and obviously on the bases that makes him an asset. He's going to be around the majors for a long time, even though he's not a high batting average guy. You look at his OPS, considering he hit 189 last year. His OPS was 640 as an offensive player. That means his slugging percentage is way over 400. And that tells me that this is a guy that, and he got a big walk in that sixth inning to score the first run for the Mets. But he struck out. But again, Beatty, that's a major problem. It's a major problem, and it bothers the hell out of me. Now, Lindor came up, grounded out. Lindor drives us crazy. He's got to get going, right? Once he gets going, his offense will take off like it did last year. We can't be waiting until June to get going, you know. So the Mets are off tomorrow. I would mention in the ninth inning, Soto had a big at bat. He walked. Pete popped up. I don't know what's going on there. Nimmo made an out, and of course, Vientos lined out to finish the game. But Mets go, and they're off tomorrow because they shifted the schedule. The Mets play on Friday and play tonight. No game tomorrow, which is unusual for the first week of the season not to have a Sunday game, but no Sunday game for the Mets. And then on Monday they go to Miami. And Miami, I think they've won the last 2 games. I think on walk-offs. So they played well just to start out the season. It is against the Pirates, you know. It is against the Pirates, but the Mets have to get the bats going. But the pitching, it's right where they need to be. The only guy that did not pitch well in these first 3 games was Clay Holmes. Everybody's pitched great. So that is a good sign, which is different from last year. Because last year the problem was the Mets did not pitch well at all. So we've had 3 starts. 2 of the 3 stars got into the 6th inning. That is the key to the Mets season in terms of the pitching staff. Get into the 6th inning. Let's get into the 6th inning. They got a shot at winning these games. They had a shot tonight, but unfortunately, that 8th inning by the Mets killed their chances to even tie, just to tie the game. And once you give the ball into the hands of Hader, you're done. But I would mention again, Astros are a good team. They're still good. They're not the sort of the dynasty that they were, but they know how to win. They have a good manager. They have a good system, a good culture. It's all about winning there. They know how to win. They know how to pull these games out. So, and like I said, the Mets played poorly in Houston. They played poorly in Houston over the last several years. They don't play much in Houston. So this is about over the last 10 years. So you had multiple different Met teams go down there and play poorly. So this is not just the last 2 years. This is many years of playing poorly in Houston. But let me know what you think about this video. Of course, I have highlights of the game. Not too many highlights in this game. In the shorts, please check them out. I should probably put the link in there. Please check them out. And of course, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.